It is a magnificent time. This is the time of waking. This is the time of greatest expansion. The potential for joy in this time is greater than it has ever been, and getting greater in every moment that goes on, you see. There is nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. There's only vibrational dissonance from the well-being that is abundant, you see. If there was anything that we could just zap you with, knock you over the head with, leave you with, it would be this understanding. Things aren't getting worse, they're getting better. Because the desires and dreams that all have launched is still held in a vortex and is still in the process of being realized. It has already been the perfection that you're all looking for, the abundance, the wellness, the clarity, the joy, the fun, the thriving that you're all looking for has already been vibrationally achieved. And now it's up to you as individuals to be the perceiver of that, you see. Oh, the perceiver of that. But you can't be the perceiver of well-being when you're listening to rhetoric about how bad they are and how bad they are and how this is wrong and how this is wrong and how this is wrong. Disconnect yourself from CNN and watch what happens to your life, you see. No longer activate the vibration of resistance that prevents you from being the realizer of all of the good that all of us have created that is so abundant and just ripe for the picking, you see. Ripe for the realization, ripe for the perceiving, just right on the tip of your tongue, right on the tip of your mind, right on the tip of your manifestations. Right there for you, right there for you, right there for you, right there for you. But where are you? Well, I'm beating the drum of this and I'm beating the drum of that. Well, cut it out. Be the happy people that you were born to be, and then watch the exponential expansion of your happiness until there'll be moments that there will be so many things bursting into your experience in perfection on so many different levels and subjects that you will know for sure unequivocally the perfection, the value, the worthiness, the rightness of your beingness in that moment. You'll know it. You are a little more aware of what is than is good for you, but then that's logical, isn't it? It's logical that you would be aware of how things are while you're wanting them to morph into something different. So let's start with the process of the focus wheel. The focus wheel is a process where you start with a central idea, something that you desire, and you focus upon it. Usually, when you're doing a focus wheel, you don't have a steady habit of feeling that way. In other words, when you're doing a focus wheel, there's usually something that you're trying to bring into focus so that it will be to a greater advantage. In other words, a focus wheel is a way to improve your point of attraction. And everything we're talking about here today is that, isn't it? My point of attraction, what I'm letting in. So we're going to do a focus wheel in order for you to, at least during the time of this conversation, let in, which is to say, no longer keep out. Because if you're not keeping it out, you're letting it in. If you're not holding the cork under the water, it will bob back to the surface. So the focus wheel is to accomplish a relief in your resistance through focusing, feeling. That's a focus wheel is really about finding the feeling.
Okay.
So in the center of the focus wheel, we're going to make statements all around the edge of it. But in the center of it is really what you're going for. It's what you're wishing for. It's what you're desiring. So make that statement, which is the subject of this focus wheel, and make the statement as if it is already true. In other words, when life causes you to ask for more money, for more prosperity, you do, and it becomes a vibrational reality. But so many of you have been saying to us, as you have patiently listened to our explanation of these unseeable things, Abraham, I'll accept the vortex. Okay, but how do I get my money out of the vortex and into the bank? That's what I want to know. How does this reality that you are so excited about become something that I am excited about? And we say, right there is the answer to your question. You got to be excited about it before you can see it and hear it and smell it and taste it and touch it. It has to be meaningful to you to feel the thrill of the expanded idea. But that's not going to happen to you until you understand how it works. You got to understand that there always is a gap and that that's okay. You got to understand that there's contrast surrounding you all the time, and that's okay. You got to understand that when you're focused in opposition of something that you desire or something that you have become, and you don't feel good because you're focused in opposition, that that's okay. You've got to accept that negative emotion is all right because it's part of the process too. Your emotions let you know how near or far you are from the vibrational frequency of what you have already created. So we're not here to teach you how to create, because you can't stop doing that. You're doing it all day, every day. You are becoming. And we're not here to convince you in our ability to know what you want, because that's irrelevant to you. What we know and what we know about you is really irrelevant, not important. It's not important. It's not important to you unless you want to be the full realizer of all that you have become.